What's up, my viewers? I just wanted to talk about this quickly because I've had a few people contact me about the SSP2. So obviously my one looks a bit different. I've done my little custom works to it. But I did want, the bit I wanted to talk about was specifically this front section here. Now, a lot of people have spoke to me about jam issues that they've had. And essentially what's happening is, and I'll show you, let me just take the map out so we're safe. So essentially what's happening, why that happens is, this slide is going back and forwards and it's knocking with this right here. So if you look, my one, I've already done the edit on it. But if you notice, this is slightly forwards. So there's quite a little gap, maybe about an 1.5 to 2 inch gap in between the actual moving slide and the compensator. Plus, if you just look, I don't know if you guys can see what I'm seeing. It's out by like a milli-inch. I've done that on purpose because what was happening essentially is the slide would go backwards and then on the return, what would happen is it would make it forwards, but it would knock this. And where this, I'll show you what I mean, was like that, there was no maneuverability. So what would happen is it would get there, knock it, and then this wouldn't be able to make it all the way back. So I've done my little edit. That's why this is how it is now in terms of the gap being there. Some people might be like, oh, it takes away from the aesthetic, but if you look at the gun itself, it doesn't really take away from the aesthetic. Like, the compensator still looks pretty cool on there, and it's now functional. So anyone with SSP2 who is having the issue where the hammer, like let's say every 3 shots, the hammer won't cycle properly, or your slide gets stuck, because those are the 2 main issues with the SSP2. I've come across about 10, 15 people who's bought me this same problem. All you need to do essentially is move that compensator forwards and lock it in. Cycle maybe 50 shots just to make sure. And then if you're happy with it, then obviously screw tight it. But you want at least an 1.5 inch gap. I've got about 2, give or take 2 and a little bit, maybe 2.3 inches in there. But that's because I just wanted mine a bit more further, just so that there's no way that knock issue will arise. But yeah, for my Novarich owners, I've seen so much people, I've even seen people sell this gun. Some of them have this gun and it's just sitting in a box based upon this issue. It's an amazing, amazing gun. You just have to fix this compensator issue because Novarich didn't quite get it right with where they've placed it. If I was Novarich, I would have made the lower slightly a bit longer and just put it somewhere about here. But I understand, I get it. They have to fine-tune things. Plus, this is the Gen 1 of the SSP2, so you know what I'm saying, it's the first ever mod. But yeah, that's the solution for that, guys. Give it some space. And I'll show you quickly, just so you guys know I'm not capping it. It cycles perfectly fine. Charge it again. Yeah. And if I use the empty mag, I'll just show you, because I know some people will be like, oh, he's capping, it doesn't work. Rare. So let me show you it actually works. Just cycle that quickly. Yeah, are we engaged? Yeah, we are. So I'll show you quickly, because obviously you know these guns don't like to be shot, held downwards, so that you guys can see. Oh, this mag doesn't work, innit? Give me 1 sec, peeps, because that mag doesn't like to be cycled. Oh, do you know what? Let me just use this mag. It's loaded, but I'll aim up so you guys can see. So, just so you guys know I'm not capping. So I haven't done anything special apart from what I just showed you, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. Now, I'm not going to waste out my BBs, because I'm running low on BBs at the moment, but you just see no damages. And if you look right where that is, it's ready again to cycle, and I'll prove that. Let's just pop this out quick. I'm obviously doing this one-handed, people. You best love me forever. Take it off safety. If you notice, cycled perfectly fine. So guys, that's your solution right there For months and months, I battled with this gun. I even, at moments, was going to send it back to Novritsch, thinking, this bloody thing is problematic. But, guys, that's literally all the problem. That's literally all the solution. Just need to move that slightly forwards. And it's just because, like I said in the beginning of the video, it's only because, obviously, every time this cycles, where it goes back, if it knocks this and can't, how do you want to say it? If there's not enough clearance here, what happens is it's cycling, but then it's knocking this thing, which isn't allowing it to complete the cycle, if you get what I mean. So it's almost like this compensator was the problem because it was knocking it. But obviously where there's the gap, it obviously gets the chance to cycle, reset itself, and still not hit this compensator just because of that gap. Because if you notice, the gap's still there. And I haven't touched it. All I did was cycle the mag and take the mag back out. So peeps, invest, invest, invest.